On today's toy spot, right now we're really only looking at a base, and there's a reason for it. Today we're having a look at the 7-point articulated Man of Steel 31-inch giant-sized Superman. This comes to us from the good folks at Jakks Pacific, and unfortunately, as you can tell, yes, spot, limited by spacing, right now you're only seeing a base. This is an incredibly large figure and something that Spot got for his birthday. Apparently the people that were buying me this gift, by the way, thank you. Thank you to Natalka and Ashley that bought this for me. But it's just such a large figure. They must have thought to themselves, you know what, this guy likes Superman, let's get him the biggest Superman we could possibly find. Mission accomplished. This is for ages 3 and up. And if I tip the camera all the way up, well, there's the base, there's the bottom of the box, but if I tip the camera all the way up, there's his legs, there's his knees, there's his waist, hey, there's the top of my backdrop. All the way up, there you have, at the very top, something that you probably never ever see. You see Spot's wall, but there you have the top of Superman. I might even have to take my camera off my tripod just to show everything that's on this figure. You know what? I think I might just end up doing that. But this is an incredibly large figure and really lends itself to a point that I want to make. I think this figure is anywhere from about $30 to $40. Now you're saying to yourself, hey, that's incredible. That is quite a lot of money for such a large Superman figure. But if you really compare it, a 31-inch Superman at around $40, and then you start looking at DC Universe figures that are about $20 for a 6-inch figure, it's hard to really justify the fact that this is a figure as big as it is. It's a lot cheaper than what you would get with a DC Universe figure. So what I am going to do, I'm actually going to reach off my camera here. Here's my finger. I'm just going to actually unhook my camera from my tripod, like so. Oh, hey, Gorilla styling it. Spot's actually going to hold his camera here. And hopefully, I don't want to move the camera around too much, but I'm just going to move the camera up here. There is Superman. There's his face. Let's zoom into his face. Hopefully the camera is not shaking too much. Not too much light going on either. There's Superman. Now I'm going to flip the packaging around, turn it all the way around. On the back, he's, by the way, back heavy it would seem as well. There's a picture of Henry Cavill as a really angry looking Superman, I might add too. It says giant size Superman, 31 inches, 79 centimeters tall. There's a picture of Superman down below. Anything on the back? Oh, 7 points of articulation. This comes to us again from the good folks at Jakks Pacific. Spot apologizes, by the way, for a shaky camera. This is why Spot relies solely on a tripod to do his videos. Let's turn the figure around here. Now, I'm not sure. I might even just keep him on packaging, just because he is so large. But you know what? I might even just keep him on my couch. Spot's going to totally rock it out with Superman on his couch. We're going to totally watch TV together. There's the chest, the raised Superman shield right there. I don't know, he's very heavy. I mean, I'll tell you right now, he's extremely heavy. But I don't know if he's solid. There might be aspects to him where he's hollow. There's his boots there as well. In the way of his articulation, and again, for the time being, Spot might just keep him on card until I figure out what I'm going to do with him. Whereabouts in my place I'm actually going to keep a Superman this incredibly tall. But again, let's go back to his face. And I'm just going to rotate his head. Does it look like Henry Cavill? I gotta say, it looks better than some of the deluxe figures of Henry Cavill that we've gotten as Superman. For a $10 figure, those did not look like Superman at all. At least the 31-inch Superman does look a little more like Henry Cavill, right down to his cleft chin there. There's the side of Superman there. Again, Spot apologizes. I'm kind of guerrilla styling this. First time you'll ever see, and probably the last time you'll ever see Spot guerrilla styling a review. He actually has a really nice cloth cape where it's almost like a felt. On the inside it's more of a smooth finish. Right there, smooth finish. And on the other side it's more like a felt. In the way of his articulation, now he would have a swivel. He does have the swivel in the head, as you see right there. He does have these swiveled arms, which unfortunately right now he's got straps attaching his arms to the back of the card. He does have these swiveled wrists, which you can swivel the wrists, and he would have swiveled legs, which unfortunately again Spot's got him still attached to the packaging. I'm more blown away by the fact I would even get this as a gift. This is definitely for a Superman fan that loves Superman. I love Superman, but wow, 31 inches of Superman, that's a lot of figure. That is a lot of figure. This would be an ideal toy. They really should just call this My First Superman. This is what you give to a 10-year-old, and by some logic, I know some people believe that Spot's got the mind of a 10-year-old, but this is definitely a Superman toy that you give to a 10-year-old, and you say, here, this is your first Superman toy, go out to the world and enjoy. And you can have him flying around, maybe having sandwiches with the Man of Steel. Maybe you can save a kitten that's up in a tree. I would suggest maybe not climbing up to a tree to save a kitten. But that's definitely one big honking Superman. Part of me feels as if this was picked up for me as a gag gift. But you know what? Spot's totally still going to relish in it. Going to totally relish in my 31-inch Superman. Would I recommend him? You know what? Absolutely. This is the kind of Superman you give to a guy, even my age, or even just a kid. You give him a Superman and you just look as the child opens and sees this incredibly large Superman, and then has the next several months of his life playing with the Man of Steel, who's probably almost about the same size as the kid himself. Today's Toy Spot, I know Spot really didn't do much of an opening up of this, and it's a little more of a guerrilla style, but Spot just wanted to show off the birthday gift that he got for his birthday. Somebody got him 31 inches of Superman. That's a big figure. That's a really, really big figure. Thanks for watching though, guys. Certainly stick around. Spot's got more videos to come. As big as a 31-inch Superman, very unlikely. But thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.